Hello, Leo. How are you guys doing? This is your reading. Okay. Leo, 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 Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay. I'm just going to clear the energy really quick. Okay. You know, I went to the beach this morning. It was so beautiful. And there was a bird that's popping into my head now. That's why I'm telling you this. There's a bird that was circling and circling and circling and like almost going to dive in to get the fish, but they didn't do it. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. They kept stopped doing it. You know, they kept stopping themselves from going in to get that fish. They kept watching. They kept circling. They kept going down, and you know, so it's like I feel like there's some kind of energy of something that you're thinking about doing, and just before you're about to do it, you don't do it. This could be another person thinking about communicating with you, a new opportunity that is close to coming in, and you feel that it's close to coming in, but it's not here yet. There's something about that. Okay, so we'll see what comes out. Okay, so you have the Nine of Wands, but this, when I picked up the card, it was like this. So I also picked up the second card under it, which was the Knight of Pentacles. So this is like, you know, somebody who is coming from a place here of healing old wounds. I'm really getting an energy of wanting to heal these old wounds, but there's still a little bit of holding on to this energy. And, you know, this is why this is coming forward in a way where someone makes a move forward, but then they go back to their security here. You know, you have the Six of Cups and then you have the Nine of Swords. I feel like they're thinking back to opportunities that they had to make a move and they didn't do it. This feels like a person that you're dealing with here. You have this Seven of Swords. You have a person that betrayed you and they kept you as an option here with this Fool. Not the Fool. Here's the Fool. But you know, you have this Two of Pentacles and you know the Queen of Wands. That's your energy. So they were kind of juggling you, a relationship with you, and their own freedom here with the Fool. So with this Seven of Swords here, you know, they had their own problems. They had their own things that were not working out in there. Feels like this started out to be a good connection, a different sort of a connection. And then I feel like your vibration raised and things got better for you in your life. And this person, things got worse for them because they had a different mindset than you. They, you know, you have this more carefree mindset. You know that you can just attract things like a magnet and you know how to trust and enjoy the sweetness of life here. There was a point where you were growing in that. And so more was coming in for you. But you weren't doing this hard work. And this person, they feel like hard work is what pays off. And the harder that they try to work, it's almost like the more devastation they were feeling and the more they were cheating themselves, their own self, out of a lot of circumstances here. So, you know, but that's you know, that's done with. I really feel this energy of somebody wanting to come back in here with this Knight of Cups, but you know, this has been dead for a long time here, and I feel like you're not wanting to have anything to do with this new love offer because you know it would be nothing but absolute drama. Look at this. So it's like you're kind of blocking your energy at this time. You're blocking your energy at this time away from this person, and now you have a Tower. So let's see what this Tower is about, because it's different from this past person. I feel like Spirit is just wanting you to know that they're going to try to come back in, that they're energetically trying to pull on you. So I think that's why at times you're thinking about this person or thinking about past things and you're like, I'm so over this. Why did this even keep popping into my mind? There may be a cord that you need to cut. There may need to be like a final, writing a final goodbye of something, like, okay, this relationship happened. I own my part in it. I am separating my energy from this person. I am moving forward. There is no longer an energetic tie. And, just putting that on your altar, or, you can just set it out and light a candle next to it, or incense, and ask, your spirit guides, your ancestors, to take care of that for you, or angels, whatever it is that you connect with. Okay. So the Tower. What's going on with this Tower now? Hierophant. And the Ten of Wands. And the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody wants to put down this burden of being single here. Somebody wants to put down this being all over the place, being a type of a player, type of a situation. They don't want to look back anymore. They want to move forward here with this Emperor. Wow. You have the Six of Pentacles. So a person may realize that they breadcrumbed you in the past, and that's not something that they wanted. It feels like a different energy from this other person. You have the Strength card and you have the Queen of Wands. They know what they lost. They know what they walked away from. This is a person where they pulled back their energy. I feel like it felt like breadcrumbing, but it wasn't breadcrumbing. I feel like it was more like they had past hurts that they didn't know how to get rid of. And you saw them as kind of in this Emperor mode here, but they weren't. They actually had a lot of hurt going on. And so that's why they were it was easier for them to be all over the place. People that are all over the place with this kind of energy, like the Knight of Wands, they're over here, they're over there. Where are they going? Where are they staying? We don't know, They don't even know. It's easier for them to be that way because they don't have to face things. You don't have to face it. So this person wanted to stop doing that and wanted something with you, but then when they stopped with this all over the place energy, right? This little connection here, I'm spending the night with this person, then I'm over here with this person, I got something going back over here. When they stop doing that, this starts to creep up. They start to have to face this. And that's what happened here. So they got afraid and intimidated by your energy and they pulled away. And this is where they made this decision to pull away. And it made you feel like, okay, what? Really? Really? But you have this King of Cups. And then you have this Two of Cups. So somebody knows that they want something with you. Page of Swords. They're trying to find out more information. More information about you because they are worried that, bringing something to life here with you, the Sun card, is this block. They're worried that you have blocked them from this opportunity because they walked away. But I feel like you're going to see that they walked away because they had to do some sort of healing within themselves. And so that they could come forward with their best foot forward. So this could be something wonderful here, It feels like this not making any movement forward is heartache. So they're wanting to make this move forward. So, some sort of sudden information about a person wanting to come in, about something else in your life that is a heartache, and this person finds out about it and then they want to come in. Something like that is here too. It's something that they think back on and they want to make it right here. They have this Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups and then the Knight of Cups. So it's like they are thinking back to this time when they did this breadcrumbing like thing, when they pulled back their energy, and they're thinking back on it, and it's like they want to move forward, because the Six of Cups is like nostalgia. It's thinking back to the past. So this Knight of Cups, it's like the way they want to go forward. They're very conscious of what happened before and how they don't want it to be that anymore. They wanted it to more be like a gift from the universe, like something that they've been dreaming about for a long time. This could be a person that you have been dreaming about being with for a long time. They've been dreaming about being with them for a long time. And you guys are both just always with other people. This just could be somebody that, they've been looking for somebody like you for quite some time, and the same for you. Somebody wants to put down the burden of being single. They want to put down the burden of being single, and they want to commit. They want to come forward here. How do you feel about this person? The Three of Cups, Hanged Man, and the Queen of Pentacles. You want this. Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is something that, you would celebrate this. You could see yourself in a healthy place with this person. This is something that you could nurture. You could grow into this with this Queen of Pentacles. You could grow into this love with this person. You could build something that could last with this person, and you feel like this person will appreciate the part of your personality when you need some isolation, for you to connect with this earth, for you to connect with your inner being, for you to meditate, do your spiritual stuff. They'll appreciate your enlightened side of being and the way that you see the world that is very different from the way everyone else sees the world. I feel like this person would greatly appreciate that, but they don't know. They are not sure how to approach this circumstance here. But it's like it doesn't really matter, because you have the Magician here. So it's like you're manifesting this coming together. And wow. Before you had the Four of Pentacles, and now you're having the Wheel of Fortune. So it's just like, Spirit is saying this is being held back because it's going to come to you when it's supposed to. You're not supposed to do anything to make this happen. This is supposed to come to you, okay? So you need to trust in this unknown time that there's going to be a victory, because kind of feels like you're just about to say, there's nothing going on here, nothing is happening, and how long is this going to be? There's about to be a new moon, okay? And this new moon is going to awaken something. It's going to bring something to light that has been hidden for quite some time here. So yeah, it's like Spirit wants you to keep your focus on what you want to suddenly come in to your life, what would be a benefit to you, because there is something here about a really great opportunity that you have. There's somebody here that doesn't like this, but we'll talk about them in a minute. It's like you have the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Tower, and the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is like something that you're really focused on. You always get this energy of you're going to do something that is going to change the world. Like you're going to do something that is going to have a very big impact. Your focus is going to cause something to come in that is a little offer that turns into a huge thing, right? So this is kind of like the energy of, you know, a little company approaching you for something. And it's like, why would I take this little company? That's not my dream. But it's like there's an energy in you that pulls you to do it. So you go forth and you do it. And what you bring to this small company, it ends up just blowing up and being ridiculously successful. And so something that you invested very little in, just puts a huge return for you. So there is something here that you're learning about you. It's like this saying where people say, not working harder, working smarter. There's something to that you're doing here. You're learning like, okay, I can just like focus a little bit on something and like spirit will just like make it happen for me like out of nowhere, And this little offer, whatever little bit I'm given, I can turn it into a huge success. Oh, this is the energy. Okay, so there's a Scorpio or a water sign that's not going to be happy about this. So there's that. And I feel like there could be a water sign coming in that's in love with you. So, we'll talk about that in a minute. But it's like, this is giving me the energy, Wheel of Fortune here. So this is like when they interviewed Michelle Obama about something. I don't know, I guess before Obama, she used to date some guy and he was the owner of a restaurant. And so one day Obama and her decided to go to this restaurant. I don't know why. I think that's a little weird, but whatever. So people, like somebody's interviewing her and like, oh, what if you would have stayed with the guy that owns this restaurant, And she said, then he would be the president of the United States. Whoa, love that. And that is like, what a divine feminine, like, yes, this is true. She is recognizing her role in co-creating with him, with the person that you're with everyone that you're with the people that you walk into a restaurant and all those people there, you're co-creating with them, with your neighbor downstairs, with everybody that you meet, with people that you're all co-creating everywhere. It's like you're kind of like, long before you go to a restaurant, what is there, who meets you when you're there, the interactions you have in the parking lot, the experience you have waiting for a table, all of that starts long before you get to the restaurant. What energy you're in, what you're vibing at is what meets you in this life. It's like a fall, it's like a dance, and you're learning to perfect this in such a like profound way that is going to, like, people are going to see this big change that you are doing. The Queen of Cups, especially in this deck, I always read her as just, what a downer, right? Just look at her. Look at the way she's looking at that cup here, like, oh, here's this cup. This is my only source of happiness, and I can't do anything because I'm sitting here on all these pebbles. She has all these pebbles at her feet, and it's just like the water is calm around her. And if she just reached her foot out a little bit longer, she could reach the sand where it wouldn't hurt her feet. But it's just like sitting here and sulking, even though you have like a beautiful day. You're sitting on a throne. You know what I mean? There's like an ending to that for you. I feel like a lot of people in your life, in your childhood, they really taught you here to there was some sort of something that you got out of, like, whoever has the most problems wins or something like that, or feeling sorry for other people. Oh, I should feel sorry for this person because this person had, this was so wrong, this was so wrong. So like you wanted to make your story look really, really, really tragic, so other people would feel sorry for you because that was the only way you got anything in this life. You may have had a parent that was very depressed, or just a lot of responsibility put on you at a young age, so you had to kind of handle everything, and somebody was emotionally just like locked into this depression to this sort of a state. And this is how you were supposed to try to grow as a child. But all the things that happened in your life, it's like very retrospective at this time. Like you're looking back on everything and you're realizing what other people put in, what you put in, what you were vibing at, why you were vibing that way, why your parents were vibing that way because of what happened to them when they were younger. It's like there's a lot of assessing going on here at this time here, and change, because you're coming at it from a place of alignment now. There's this King of Cups, they're not going anywhere. Like they're just like, oh, would now be a good time? Okay, wait. Leo's kind of like, you're like over here in your own little world, like connecting with your higher self. And so it's like they keep kind of, oh, okay, not yet. I'll come back. Energetically, yeah. So spirit is also kind of distracting them at this time because there's a lot of things that you're like, it's kind of like when you're going to school or something and there's like something that you're supposed to learn for a grade and you like pass the whole thing and the teacher's like, whoa, let's give you this book. That kid that's like a mathematician at 7 years old, and it's like you're blowing through all of these lessons you just already know, and then it's like, they pull you out of second grade and they send you to freaking Harvard or something. It's like, that's what Spirit's doing right now. They're kind of like, you're really doing a good job here and you don't think that you are, but you are. So they want you to put more effort into yourself, into this thing that you're crafting before this person comes in, because they know that you will put aside what you are crafting for this other person. And that is because you have a big heart, and that is a beautiful quality to have, but it's like you're meant to have more. So Spirit is like, okay, let's hold them off a little more, And they have done like healing work as well that needed to happen as well here. So that's really remarkable. So Spirit wants you to know, like, put your focus on what it is that you want to grow. It's like, I feel like for most of you, you already know what this dream is that you have, what it is that you really want to do, what it is that you really want to achieve. And it's almost like your energy is like a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. Pick one and focus completely on that. And then once you achieve that, once you get to that place, then you can pick something else. And then you can grow in that area too. It's like this entrepreneurial spirit, but you're trying to do everything before. You have to start somewhere with these, like, these are children here. It's like children trying to, like, do it all right now, trying to drive, trying to have a house, have a family, trying to travel the world. It's like, yo, you are 4. Relax. You got time for that. It's like energetically you're trying to do all these different things. So Spirit just wants you to know that there is one, though. There's one that you really, really want. There's one that is just in your soul. It needs to happen. You'll always come back to it. And it's probably the one that you're avoiding the most because you care about it so much. So if you go for it and it doesn't happen, but it's like Spirit wants you to focus your energy on that time, because it's like the wolf that feeds is the wolf that you God, what is it? The wolf that you feed. In your last reading I saw a wolf. The wolf that you feed is the one that is not hungry. The wolf that wins is the wolf that you feed. Something like that. You know what I mean? It's like what you put your energy to, that's what's going to pay off. So if you're thinking about how you can't do something and it's too difficult, well, guess what? That's the wolf you're feeding. It's not going to work out. But if you're thinking about how, this could be really great and I just know I can do it. There's so many things that I have accomplished in my life. And, and if you're trying to learn more about it, learning more about it and asking other people who are already, or taking some steps from people watching people that already have what you are wanting or are already doing what it is that you're trying to do. There is something to be said about gaining some sort of knowledge from that, but you can put your own spin on it. But it's just, imagining yourself, how would it feel to already have this right now? Okay, who's already doing that right now? What are they doing? What can you take from that? What can you try from this? What can you try from that? Because the focus is really all that you need. You, for this to come in, for spirit to make it happen. That's all. That's all that you need. That's what is starting the whole thing. It's kind of like if you're in the middle of the woods and you take one step north and then one step east and one step south and one step west, you didn't go anywhere. You have to pick one. But if you took 4 steps just north, okay, you got a little north there. Well, you got to pick a direction to go. But if you go north a little while and you're like, this does not, I hate everything about this. I'm going a different way. I can just feel it. I got to go a different way. So you got to go a little bit, and then you can assess, you can feel it. But you're just trying to, go this way. Don't do that anymore. So that's the message for that. You're going to work all that out, and you're going to move forward with divine timing. But it's not going to happen until it's divinely supposed to happen anyways. So you don't need to be that worried about things not happening or what do I need to do to make it happen. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. So just stop with that. But I feel like there's a particular person over here, didn't forget about them. Probably a water sign, doesn't have to be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that, I don't know if they want you to succeed. Look at this. You have the Nine of Swords here. I feel like this person is like ready. Like they have some things that they want to say to you. You have the Emperor here. Could be an Aries. Could be an Aries person, that you just decided you needed to walk away from this person, and you just, I don't know that you walked away in the calmest of ways with this Queen of Swords card. I think you kind of really let this person have it. But it feels like they talk to their family about you, and it's kind of like, I don't really need that. I don't really need, like, they would always have some 2 cents to say that this person said, that person said, and it's just like, you're wanting to spend your energy and your time somewhere else here. You're wanting to spend it on shining your light, and these people were like taking you away from that. So it's like, they were pulling you down to where they were at, because at times it would be really great with these people, but it didn't stay there. They always had an element of dragging things back down. They always had a way. And it's like, there's ways where you learned from these past people and you grew further than what you have grown before. And there are ways where, you joke around and there were good times with these people, but it wasn't all the way. And it's like, you're going up more. You have this Ace of Wands and you have this Star. Look at this. Now you have the Chariot. So it's like, that going forward, there are certain things that just, they're not going to be there. They're just not. And then you have the Four of Wands and Strength. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. There's some people that can't come with you where you are going, and that's it. They just can't. And I feel like you have the syndrome of, they're showing me like someone. Oh, okay. So it's like a person who, the king sees you and you're just like a homeless kid or whatever, and you hang out with all these other homeless kids in these times, like Aladdin times, I don't know. And they see you and they just decide, oh, this person is going to be the new prince or princess, the king's decided to adopt you. Well, all your other little friends that you used to do stuff with, you want to bring them with you. And there's a way where it's if they're going to come with you, they can't keep stealing, because now they're going into the palace. So if you steal from the king, you know, they cut your freaking hand off. Oh no, I think they like kill you, you know? It's like more serious. You know what I mean? Whereas before, you know, oh, they will like chase you and they'll try to catch you and, you know, they will catch you and then it's like, I don't know what happens. But when you are stealing directly from the king like that and you're in the castle and they're like, you know, trying to encourage you to like poison the king or something and you're like, I don't want to though, you know? And it's not that you don't want to bring these people up with you, it's that they won't go up. They want to try to like, you know, poison. They want to try to steal still. They want to try to, and it's like, look, the king is giving you everything. You can live here for free. You have nice clothes now, you know. Let's, you know, think of a plan to help the other homeless children of the city or something. I don't know. You know, but they don't want to do that. They want to, before they had to do those things to survive. And it's like, yeah, okay, I get that. But there comes a point where you have to vibe differently. You have to change your actions if you want to get different results, right? It's like insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. And there were things that you did because you were at a very low place in your life, okay? Because some really horrible things had happened to you and you didn't have anyone to rely on and you had to survive and you freaking survived and you conquered those things. But you didn't stay in survival mode. You know, built yourself back up to this place of glowing and shining and, you know, being the sun and the star here and beautiful things coming your way. And, you know, and these other people, they stayed down there. And you can't keep trying to bring somebody up that won't come up, you know? So that's kind of what's going on. I really feel like this has to do with the Pisces person here because we have this Page of Cups. Could be, doesn't have to be. Don't hold too tightly to the signs. Maybe vibing more with other Leos at this time, with Aquarius, with Cancer. Doesn't have to be. Here's this King of Cups again. And the Ace of Swords. Some kind of communication. Could be that somebody new comes in, wants to communicate, wants a chance to have something. Yeah, look at this. Putting down this burden and wanting this commitment here with you, wanting this fresh start with you. Could be a Taurus, could be an Aries, doesn't have to be. But it's like, this might be after you hear about a family, repercussions of you pulling away from a person, their family, and just, you know, they wanted bad things for you, it feels like. They don't see that they're causing their own towers over and over and over and over and over again. It feels like there was something that was just like kind of a huge betrayal that they did to another person. Yeah. And they did it maybe because they were left out in the cold, but it's like not excusable. And it's like, it's just bringing your awareness to other people who were set in their ways and deciding not to be in alignment. Yeah, look, we got the Devil with the Lovers now. No. This could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You got Gemini here. You know, this could be the season where it comes out. It might come out in Virgo season, or maybe you became aware of this in Gemini, even as far back as Capricorn. Even as far back as Capricorn, Taurus season. You knew that you were going to have to let this person go. You already started pulling back and getting your, and you know, yourself in high, because you're vibing high now, and people are either raising up to where you are or they're dropping so much lower and they can't stand it. It just feels like a lot of people have all eyes on you, are talking about you, and they want to know how you're doing it, because it's like, looks like a lot of magic. From just one little opportunity, you made so much more from it. And you're doing even more. You're really working with the universe here with this Eight of Wands, and the universe is going to show you with signs how to keep forward. The universe is going to show you with signs who does not deserve your time. I feel like you're going to see a black cat. There's something about black cats protecting you at this time. It's not black cats are negative or anything like that. It's exactly the opposite. You know, on the Queen of Wands card, Queen of Wands out here. On the Queen of Wands card, there's a black cat sitting at her feet. And that's, this is your energy. The black cat wards off negative entities. Because, the cat, especially in Egyptian times, was able to see into the spirit world. And, if you've ever owned a cat or been around a cat a significant amount, they stare at the wall when there's nothing there. There's a lot of stuff going on there that you're like, what are you seeing? So this cat, it's like, you may see a black cat or a cat around the time when there is a person that you just need to let go of. You just need to let go. So just take that as a sign as you are protected. You are protected and moving forward, and you are right in your assessment here. And your prayer has been answered. So protection is here for you. It's kind of like some people, it's just not working out to see them, to hang out with them. Like the old resources are not working anymore. The old people that you used to kind of go with, it's just not flowing anymore. You're kind of like flying solo on your own, but it's just like that is God protecting you at this time. Protecting you at this time. You are being protected at this time. That's why. So certain people that, you're supposed to hang out with that you can't hang out with, plans that fall through, you feel like you just need to pull away from certain people. That's not for nothing. That's because you have a big victory coming in and you have a lot of people around you. I feel like you're I mean this in a nice way. I love whales. I feel like you're a huge whale and there's all these little, well, maybe it's more like sharks. They do that. The little fish that attach to them, or probably a sloth would be a better example. Because on the sloth, there's this algae that forms, and there's organisms that only live on the sloth. Like the sloth's their world. And they eat this algae, and that's the only place they are found anywhere ever. So it's like you have all these little organisms living off of you. But these are like people. And, situations, things like that. And you're cutting them all off. And you're like, I don't want to be supporting all of these other people anymore because all of you have your own internal guidance system. You have your own people. You're cleansing yourself, your own energy. Spirit is really doing the work for you and you're getting these messages and you're following through. But sometimes there's a little bit of uncertainty. So, that's what Spirit wants you to know during this time. You're going to get a lot of clarity and Spirit, you're going to have a lot of amazing things happen to you. Get a lot of cool signs. Spirit is wanting you to keep things to yourself at this time. High Priestess is not telling anybody anything. She keeping it to herself. And she's not judging what other people are doing, what other people have done to her. It's not a judgment. It is what it is. She sees things as very, she's in between the black and the white pillar. So she sees things without judging them. So it's like you're not going to judge these other people for what it is that they are doing to you, to other people, but you know that you can't be a part of it anymore. So you're just going to let it go and you're just not going to say anything and you're just going to put your energy into yourself at this time here. And that is what is bringing forth your alignment. That is what is bringing forth all of these beautiful blessings that you're attempting to manifest for quite some time. I feel like above and beyond, you're going to be surprised. That is what is going to bring about new friendships and just a lot of joy in your life that you really deserve here. Okay. Let's get a charm. Okay, you have a ladder. You have a ladder. So it's like, all of these people down, 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 and you made yourself a ladder and you're climbing out and you're telling them, climb up the ladder, and they won't go. And you have been kind of like here, just hanging out on the ladder, trying to convince them to come up. And finally, you're just saying, okay, I'm done, I'm out, I'm up. You can't just live on a ladder because other people refuse to pull up their own body weight. That's not your job. That's not your life. It's everyone else's responsibility to take charge of their own life. And you can try to help, but if they don't take it, okay, you keep going. And spirit is watching out for that person, okay? That some time will pass and somebody else will come along with a ladder and they have an option to take it or not. And if they don't have to. There'll be another one, there will be another one. This life is nothing more than an endless sea of opportunities. Okay, every second is a new opportunity. So focus your energy on you. That's what you came here to do. Okay, you got a turtle. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful energy, protection. This turtle has the shell on their back, so you are very, very protected at this time. Turtles know what is best for them and they go for it and they do it. This really looks like a sea turtle. So, sea turtles, when they they go back to the beach that they are born on to have their nests, to create their nests, to have their young. So there may be something about a time or a want to go back home, to go back to visit a place where you once left. But it's a call that you'll feel within you and you will know to do that going forward. So you could just really like turtles. Your person could just really like turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Who knows? You got a little dog. Very cute. So somebody loyal coming in. Somebody loyal. Somebody loyal that you could have a family with. Someone that just adores you the way that a dog just adores you. You just walk in the house, and they're so excited. So I feel like that's kind of, you're going to have people that are on the same path as you, that are driven in the same way, that are connected to the earth in the same way. Turtles represent deep emotional intelligence, deep connection to this earth. Okay, and I feel like you haven't had people around you that have that, and you do have that. So that's what's coming in here. Loyal people, fun loving people, people that you can trust and you can have in your life for quite some time. Okay, so thank you so much, Leo, and I hope I see you next time.